Hey, thanks for coming back to the Hags Overlanding channel. This video is going to be a response to a challenge that I took upon myself back in March in response to a family member's post on Facebook. Let's get into it. Okay. I'm sitting here today at the beautiful Alvord Lake in the Kootenai National Forest. Decided to come out here and give these a try. We're going to make some s'mores cups, basically. To start with, I've got some graham cracker crust miniatures, marshmallows, might have been better with miniatures, but it's what I grabbed, some Hershey's, and some chocolate chip cookie dough that I've left out to warm up and soften up. Let's get this barbecue started. We're going to be using my baby Weber. It's just a quick, simple, portable, can't have a campfire kind of deal. We're getting into that season. I'm also going to be using this tray, which I've got a couple of bolts to as legs. I'll get this lid up. Uh-oh. Why are we not working? Alright, let's get this lid up. Had a little bit of technical difficulties and had to troubleshoot the propane system a little bit. Set our makeshift rack up here. Get a knife out. Open up some of these graham cracker crusts. I'm not going to use all of them today, just a couple. In fact, we'll take this little cap and put back in that one. Open up one of our Hershey's chocolate candies. No sponsorship, but I don't think I'm big enough for that in this channel yet. Drop a couple in the bottom of that one and chocolate tacks. Right, square in the bottom of that one. Kind of pull out a marshmallow, squish it in there a little bit. So we've got chocolate, marshmallow, and graham cracker crust. Top this off if I don't drop them on the ground. We'll get the knife back out again, make this easy. Take a couple squares of this cookie dough, pat it out into a nice little cap for it, and lay it right across the top. Should end up looking something like so. Do that one more time for this other one. Perfect. Set that down in there. And on top of this pan, we'll just set those on. Set them in there and let it go. Oh, it's a little warm coming out of there. Good, good. I'm going to turn this back to about a medium heat and we'll let it go from there and we'll see what we get. Where I'm at today is the day use area at Alvord Lake. Walk down onto the little dock here. Little semi-floating aluminum dock, or if I don't lean back against the handrail, it becomes fairly unstable. But it's good enough for our purposes today. Nice little lake sitting next to the boat launch here. I'll have to look up how many acres it is and put that down below. There's no camping allowed here, but it's a nice little daytime picnic area. I think I heard a loon earlier. But right now, a little bit of surface wind and not much else is moving on the lake. Let's go back up and see how those are doing. All right, let's see how these are doing. It's been about 5-6 minutes. Looks like the cookies got warm enough to melt down in there pretty good. We're going to give it about another 10 to 12 minutes to see what it's doing. Let those cookies bake up really nice. Maybe let them be soft enough to be gooey still. We'll see. Looks like they're going to burn up some piles of slash. It's come up this fall. Forest Service likes to do that. Across from where I'm parked, though, there's the lake down there where we just were. There's a nice little camping area with a couple bridges across a seasonal creek. I guess it's not a camp area, it's a little picnic area. Around the lake there's a nature trail. There's a lot of land owned around the lake by a nature conservancy. Looks like there's been a couple of good parties here over the period of time. And up that way there's a vault toilet, which is reasonably clean for how that campsite or that picnic site looks. Interestingly enough, while there's no wake restrictions or motor restrictions, jet skis aren't allowed on this lake. I wonder why that is. I don't have a theory, but you gotta wonder what happened. All right, it's been about a total of 15 minutes these have been on. They're really starting to smell good. Let's see what we got. Oh, that does look good. And this has worked well enough where I think I may be able to actually do cookies on this with this setup. We'll see. That makes me more excited yet. Alright, let's pull these off. So I think I'll do that just by pulling this entire tray off. We're going to let it sit down here and balance on the bed of the truck. Shut that off. A little tiny bit of cleanup here. Yeah, I crusted that on good. I got to take the rear wheel to it when I get home. I'll let that cool down. Alright, I'm going to turn the propane off. We'll let this cool down and then we'll see how they taste. Okay, they've cooled down a little bit. I'm going to put my camping hot pad holder on. Pull out a knife. I didn't bring any utensils with me for this trip because I didn't plan on needing any, but we're going to do what I can. Pull that out of there. Let that cool down without that a little bit. Maybe I can pick it up and have a bite before we get too far here. Oh, soft. Excellent. S'mores and chocolate chip cookie. I'll bet you this would be really good with a caramel Hershey's or with a Reese's peanut butter cup. Thoughts for the future. We'll see what happens. For now, I'm going to finish this off. So once again, thanks for joining me on the Hags Overlanding channel, this time from the beautiful Alvord Lake, a day use area in the Kootenai National Forest with some awesome s'mores cookie cups. We'll see you next time. Hope to see you on the trail.